And we're back. Hello everyone, this is Automatic Jack. This is the Death Guard campaign, part 2 in Horus Heresy Legions. I actually completed the Calas Typhon one last night, attempted to record it, and I found out that I lacked sufficient hard drive space. Yes, the trials and tribulations of an amateur YouTuber discovering videos for the first time. Alright, let's see what this campaign has for us. First up, it's Azgalon. Possibly the worst voice acting of any warlord. Check this out.
Your defeat is part of the plan.
I am master of the Sanguinary God.
I am master of the Sanguinary God. Get out of here, Azgalon. Nobody likes you. I mean, seriously, is that not terrible voice acting? That's terrible voice acting. No offense, well, some offense to the voice actor. You could do better than that, buddy. Usually I wouldn't bother to heal early, but since we have the opportunity to just ping this guy right to his face one more time, we'll go ahead and throw that down there. He can use one of his little boys to knock off my bikes. I'm not worried about it. He's probably going to swing the other one to the face. Which I believe this deck has some Requiem in it. In real life, you would probably want to go ahead and keep those. Shall we gain a Mark of Chaos? 2-5. Don't really have a way to buff him. Yes, because we are going to get first wave next time anyway. Get the 3-6 Unstoppable. That's pretty. If he drops something behind a front line, then we will be able to grab that. He's got his Requiem. We are 4 points off of victory to begin with. So we'll just go ahead and run out the first wave. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. He can get his Berserk or whatever. This game is close to over. And he grabs an Angel's Tears. Would be a scary troop if not in the hands of the AI. Alright, and that's one down. So here comes drafting. This is really where, if anybody ends up watching this channel, I would love to hear some advice on drafting, because I am not good at drafting. I don't really understand what I'm doing most of the time. I look for cards that I like and go from there. And honestly, I'm not in love with any of this. Plague Elite and Grelgor is pretty decent. Rotau, I think, is a totally wasted card against AI that's not going to play stealth. I don't have many troops that cost 2 or less, so unidentified vessel is going to be garbage. Because all it's going to grab me is Rotau and Melg, so I would be basically picking this for Melg. I will go ahead with good old Grelgor. Alright, the Army Sergeant's up.
Your defeat.
I don't know whether it's correct or not to keep this Chosen of Nergal in a deck that does not have a lot of poison right off the bat. So, maybe it is, maybe it's not. As usual, though, we're just going to be swinging for the face. We can always replace health later. We could heal here. We could heal, take out this front line. That would leave this front line with flank. We're not going to bother. We're going to go faster than this because we can just get a bigger, troop on the board. Make this guy a big boy. And then that'll give us Sorak bikes, which will let us knock off everything he's got right here. So we'll just maintain board control. We'll maintain our board control. We'll get our boys healed back up. We'll distance ourselves a little bit from the old Army Sergeant. He puts out a 2-5 that does very little for him. Alright. Now, the question is, do we need to even bother with the Lord Castellan? Because he can generate Solar Auxilia. It's going to be very expensive for him. He's basically paying 4 for some cost infantry. Unless he's getting a Katsuhiro or something, it's probably not going to really help him all that much. So we're probably better off just going for the face. In this case, we will buff even more and just repeat what we did last time. Keeping troops on the board, lowering his, yeah, so this guy is not doing a whole lot for us. He gets 3, that's nothing. We have lethal on the board here. Oh, never mind. Well, we were close to lethal on the board, not anymore. But we'll have a Grolgor coming up soon. We got our big old Plague Elite. And we'll just take that off the board so he doesn't clear anything else. Should be done very shortly. Oh, he's got another one of those. Doesn't do much for him. Abandoned Supplies is probably way too slow for this. Unless he's picking up a 2 cost. He decides to shorten his suffering. That is fine with me. Alright, and that is that. 2 out of the way. This campaign gets a little bit gnarly when you get into the AI that is playing as the new White Scars. The new White Scars have Streak, they have Kumblai Bikes, which can replicate with Streak, and that is a fairly brutal combo. The AI is usually not smart enough to play it very well. But it could be bad. I like Communition. I don't love having it as a separate card in our deck. I like printing them off from Temeter squads. We'll take this for the just rally that makes our troops bigger. We're going to keep trying to make our troops bigger. Have a big deck full of big troops. Get our Watchers out. Get our Zygarde veterans out first. We don't have very much poison, so I'm not going to bother with Chosen and Nergal.
Your defeat is part of the plan.
It is by our sacrifice that humanity is strengthened.
And we'll start out there to just knock him down some health. He'll probably play his counterattack here, yep. So he's going to print out a couple little duders. If the AI was more intelligent... Alright, that's reasonable. Okay, so we can get a Zygarde veterans out. Get that big 4/4 up. Now let's see if the AI is smart enough to knock down his own. He is not, but he is going to... He might slam all 3 of these into it. Looks like he is considering it. Yes, he is. Alright, that's fine. We'll get Watchers out. And move on from there. Watchers out. There we go. Watchers to jam this guy into a 5/2. We'll throw out the Gelder to make Watchers big enough to take a swing and survive, and then we'll knock off that 5/2. Putting us a little perilously low on health, but not terrible. Not terrible. Once again, the ability to jam these guys is pretty strong. Especially when we can then throw out some other action behind that. Make our... Well... Yeah, I think we'll make this guy even bigger. Swing for the face here and heal ourselves and our other unit. Getting 4 HP back on your board is pretty strong for 2 energy. It's not bad. Especially when it lures out removal like that. If he wants to waste 8 damage on that troop, that's okay. I don't love having this on the board still. That's fairly dangerous. But what can we do? We can throw out a Grolgor, which is going to get us some front line, and we can then just swing right now for the face with everything, And we're gonna leave our warlord where he's at because we're getting a little perilously low. So that's okay. He can do all that. We got lethal on the board. No problem. Grelgor taking a swing. Watcher's taking a swing. That's the end of round. Perfect. Okay, start with an extra card. Very good. Very good. Enemy Warlord starts with one less. Not bad. Warlord +1 during my turn. During the enemy turn, actually. I think I like the extra card enough. I think I like the extra card because we have some cards that we would really like to get. All right, we'll take it for the tactic. We don't have many tactics. Stand by 1 second. All right, let's take a look here. Unfortunately, just very little poison in this deck so far. The only thing I have that generates poison is Two-Meter Squad right there. All right, well, fair enough. But we're not going to play Two-Meter Squad yet. We want to get some frontline up in front of it to protect it. So our... Yeah, I was going to say, our Zygarde veterans here are going to be an excellent option for some frontline. His 3/3 flank doesn't do very good for him because it's gonna get smoked up against our 4/4 frontline, very likely. So here's our Zygarde veterans on the board, doing what they should be doing, and we're going to tap. Question is he going to... Okay, he's just going to take 4 to the face there. It's a bold strategy. I don't know if it's going to pay off for him. So with the bikes and the Two-Meter Squad, that's enough pressure. Two-Meter Squad's got 3 health. It's probably going to last. So we'll just leave it like it is. His big Custodian frontline is a little bit of an obstacle, but it's not the end of the world because we can likely get some stuff out here to make our boys a little bit bigger. Let's see, we got 5 energy. We can drop it down by 1. We could honestly just poison it. Probably we'll communition this just to make it a little bit bigger, and we'll leave things like they are. He has very few cards. His choice of Vorax there would have been much better if he had taken out the other card with it. 3/3 there is barely okay. All right, now once again we can poison our enemy. We can not do that. I think maybe getting a Plague Elite on the board is not terrible here. We're going to get Grelgor next turn. But then again, also healing this guy, poisoning here, and then healing ourselves is pretty okay. Especially if we then poison up our other big boy, so he can hit us if he wants to. It's not going to avail him much. We're already doing fine in this round. So we will be taking out Jubak and then dropping some. Our Zygarde veterans do nothing for us, unfortunately. But our Grelgor does quite a bit for us. Okay. We got a 6/5 Hunting Eagles out. Hunting Eagles are a terrifying troop, generally speaking. We can knock them out with Grelgor, though, because that gets a Plague Marine into the field for us. might as well throw our Chosen of Nergal. It's not really doing much for us otherwise. We can get our. Can we do our Ozark Squad? We can. It doesn't. It's not really. It's more of a body than anything because we're just going to knock this out with Grogor regardless. Or to be honest, we don't even have to. We can probably just swing for the face here and Destroyer Plague this. Yeah, and we'll just swing for the face. Perfect. Alright, and that should be the ballgame. Grogor lives. Oh, Grogor does not live. Ah. Sorry, Grogor. Grogor, the victim of a Three Stooges-esque catastrophe in his attempt to seize the Eisenstein from the Loyalists. When a serf shoots the pistol in his hand, his bolt ricochets, and he cracks open a world-leader virus bomb. Top tier. Top tier, Grogor. That's that Space Marine marksmanship that we have come to appreciate. We do not have enough vehicles for Forbidden Protocols to be all that great. Then again, we also have more Zagart veterans than we could ever possibly want, and it's, I don't know if we're actually getting to Mortarian's Resolve and much less Apotheosis. Spectre is great. Card draw is great. Some damage is good. We're going to take that. Alright. So, once again, not going to bother with Chosen and Nergal right off the bat. We don't have that much poison. The poison that we have comes later. We're waiting till turn 9 or 10 to even have a chance at activating this. Don't love it. And we'll drop first wave. Okay, we got our pretty gross looking light grenade here.
Here they come, hungry for more battle.
We'll see about the con. Hopefully the con will not spam us with Kumblight bikes. We certainly won't early on because they cost 3. I don't know why he has such low energy. I don't believe that I took the one that reduces the enemy energy. That is strange. Can anyone tell me in the comments why the con had a 1 energy first turn? That does not make a lot of sense to me. Does he start with 1 energy fewer? Oh, he actually does start with 1 energy less. Okay, well, disregard. Now we know. Okay, so we got our Zagart veterans. Good opener there. And the con is way behind the power curve here. He's going to have a difficult time coming back from this, I think. Well, we would like our front line. We could do 2 extra damage. I don't really care about it that much. I think we'll wait, see if he spams out a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll just Geldirk this, make that big, Chosen and Nergal up, and then go to the face. He can use his. Yeah, okay, see, now a Blight Grenade, maybe. Oh, no, never mind. He's smart enough to get rid of that. He takes 4 more to the face, though. Not great for him. Not great for him. So many Zagart veterans. So many. So many. We don't have enough for a big Blessing of Nergal, but we are going to very, very shortly here. So we will, doesn't matter where we swing here, we'll swing the face with the other guy. Now we will be able to Blessing of Nergal, and we'll get a whole ton of poison up, and we'll be great. There's Blessing of Nergal. We will go ahead and poison this guy up. Actually, should have probably Angelic Presenced first. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. There we go. But now we got a bunch of 1-7 poison front lines, or 1-5 poison front lines. Poisonous front line with big health is scary stuff. That's going to be very hard to get through. He hits it, but there's very little for it. Alright. Now, we're going to knock this down. We will Targath this guy off. And we'll just go for the face. And we'll leave our front lines in place for right now. We might actually activate our Chosen of Nergal. It's hard to tell. He throws away a 6-cost card on killing 1/3 of a 5-cost card. That is not value. But what can you do? Okay, so let's see. We have 7, 9, 12, 13, 14. Good enough. And actually, 15, 16. We had a pretty decent range there. Alright, and this should be our last one. Again, Spectre, Blight Grenade, Defensive Maneuver. Like them. We're not taking friggin' Zagart's veterans. We have so many Zagart veterans, I don't even know where to begin. Let's take a look at this last battle in the series that we have. Grolgor, Chosen of Nergal, Watchers in the Dark. Might keep Watchers, in case he has something particularly scary.
Nergal!
Treachery will not go unpunished.
Take our extra card. Oh, and it's a 2-meter squad. Excellent. We like that. There's our Zagart veterans. We love Zagart veterans. Well, we don't love having, like, 9 copies of them, but generally we like them. Needed those extra 2 damage to kill something with 1 health. That was a solid move there. Top tier play from the AI. We got our big front line out, now we can start swinging. Okay. Okay. No worries. This guy's main purpose in life is to stand there while we get our chem munitions up. So he can definitely just stand there. Okay, well, we got our chem munition. We are probably going to lose this dude, but actually, you know what? We don't have to lose this dude because we have chem munition, so we can make him a 5/5. In doing so, we can also... We can Gildrick up our boy here so we have a little more strength on the old chem munition generator, and we're going to tap, or pass, rather. I keep saying tap when I mean pass. Does not have a random wing in play. Oh, and he abjectly refuses to have anything to do with any of this. Okay, so we can rally, deal 2 damage, and chem munition here, here, yep, here. Oh, we cannot because we miscounted the energy, and by we, I of course mean I miscounted the energy. But in the meantime, why don't we throw out another Zag Vets? We'll take this guy off the table. And then heal everybody a bit. Building up a nice big board. Doesn't have a quest over here. And finally he decides to reactivate my 5/1. We are not at lethal yet, but we're doing pretty well. Okay, so once again we cannot heal and then use Targath or Taragth, but we will instead I think we maybe heal everyone. Yeah, Alright, Blessing and Nergal to make these boys big. Heal these guys. We don't need to munition. I mean, we can. Doesn't really do us much. We're all poisonous to begin with. It's really more for just the +1. We'll take that out. There we go. Now we got big boys on the board. And why not? We'll throw munition on there for the extra point. And we're looking pretty good. Gets our ammunition printer, but we don't care. He's low on cards. He's not doing super great on health. Now we think there's going to be a Tarag for a big body, a heal, and more face swings. And now he is running pretty low. Gets a giant frontline out. Giant front line. Would have been nice if we had had our... well, actually, we'll take the 2 cards. Nothing exciting, although we can poison this without having to swing at it. And we'll poison that without having to swing, and we'll destroy or plague it off. So it's gone, and now we have lethal. And that's that. Alright, and that was Death Guard Campaign Part 2. Pretty quick and easy. No come-by bikes for the AI on the con this time. So I will see you guys again in Part 3.